Hello everybody, it's Dr. G. Rex Crewley, the founder of Depth Healing. Want to bring another message to my big following. Hello to all of you, especially all of you that have gotten a hold of me or tried to reach out to me on WhatsApp. Okay, and then I'm going to leave a message for WhatsApp and I'll try to send it to everybody. So first off, we are now at January the 31st. The Muhurta was on the 15th. And already the people who were able to get in and attend the Muhurta Seva ceremony, which means a spiritual ceremony, they are, many of them are reporting back into me and they're already getting phenomenal results and responses to their prayers. Other people are getting nothing yet, which is totally fine. And some people, things are really falling apart. So I want to first discuss about the falling apart issue. So everything is entangled, and I mean everything. So if you have a hair on an insect in South America, it's entangled with you and you're entangled with it and the sun and the moon and everything. If there isn't anything that is not connected. That's why I can help you anywhere in the world, because the entanglement does not recognize distances or any of those kind of things. It doesn't make any difference. If you want to know the mathematics, or if you want to know if that has any basis in science, absolutely. And the mathematics has been all peer-reviewed and accepted in the scientific community. Just look up the Resonance Academy and Nassim Haramein. If you can understand his technical readouts and everything, then you can find out how that's all the oneness or the unity, that's all handled. So anyway, everything is entangled. So what does that mean? Well, when you made the prayers and you made your intentions during the Muhurta, and the divine starts to act on that, and the universe starts to act on that, it has to unravel things in your programs, your karma, and that unravels or impacts all the things that's entangled with. So it's like a huge project. Only the divine can even do that stuff. But the divine can do it, and it does do it. And so many times what happens is, what the structure of your life as it's been, the relationships as they have been, the way you have been making your money up until now, or if you have no money up until now, that is all being broken down, rearranged, so that the answer to your prayers can be handled. I myself lived through all of that, including divorce and cancer and all kinds of things. And now I'm at this point, everything has been arranged, and my depth healing platform now has exponentially grown overnight. Literally miracle level event. But I want you to understand that it may be a miracle and it looks like it just happened overnight, and it does when it happens. But there's so much that goes on, as they would say, behind the scenes to make that happen for you. So if things are breaking apart or falling apart, just know that the new is being prepared to be born, or is already in the process of being born. Now, Bruce Lipton, one of my most favorite scientist. One of my contemporaries is Dr. Bruce Lipton, great microbiologist that discovered epigenetics. And in all of his recent newsletters and everything, he's always talking about everything's collapsing so the new can be born. So I want you to understand on a microcosmic level, in your own life, your own plans, it is not that the divine isn't answering you or that it won't answer you. And certainly when those kind of things happen, never think that there's some kind of a punishment. The only thing that you could relate to as a punishment is our own decisions, our own actions, and we create that. If you get a karmic debt or a like a generational curse, that's not your fault. Those things, those are come to you. If it reaches you, then you go through it until or unless it can be solved or dissolved. But otherwise, as far as punishment goes, the only thing that punishes us is us, our decisions or our lack of decisions. Now let's talk about decisions for a minute, because you're in 2024 now. The Muhurta means that there's no more gas being given, no more energy being given to Kali Yuga. So Kali Yuga is going to be in its wind down, slow down, until it stops at the end of 2025. Okay, so let's talk about some decisions. Always remember something, and every great leader will tell you, any action is better than no action, at least 99.9% of the time. Any action is better than no action at all. And then if you take an action, because everything's entangled, you start a cascade. So for instance, in 2015, I moved to Thailand. Didn't know anybody, don't have any money, no content. I just land to start a new life. Because I took that action, I met Johnny Champakan, my admin now, and I went to work for him teaching English, which led me into Chiang Mai, which led me to Oi. I had a problem at one of the schools in Chiang Mai that led me to the man that helped me get the retirement visa. And all this cascade occurred because I took action. I could have sat on my backside complaining and angry like I was in Georgia with my now ex-wife and just continued my miserable, angry existence. But as my dear friend and mentor, one of the most brilliant human beings you could ever hope to meet, Gene Hinman, said to me, he said, just go. Go. So I went. And it opens this, life will open because you initiate action. So always remember, some kind of action is better than no action. Now, what is the ideal kind of action? If once you made the Muhurta, or you're making any prayers, or you're going to attend every month, I do a Seva ceremony. That's free. Seva means it's free. It's my service to the divine, and it's for you. So anytime you attend any of those kind of things, always set your prayers or your decisions according to your values. You must take the time to very clearly identify and know what your values are. The only basis you can have for making a decision is your values. Otherwise, you are in compromise. or in limbo. You got to know what are your values. So there's two ways to do the values. You say to yourself, okay, what has to be in my home, or what does the home have to be like for me to be happy and contented and inspired? Now, if you can't come up with 5 things, 5 values, I don't mean pieces of furniture. I mean the values mean it's like the qualitative properties. So let's say when you're thinking of furniture, the value would be, I value a very ornate old antiques, that type of architecture and energy and decor. So that's a quality, that's a value. I value beautiful furniture that is old and antique. Okay? So once you know what the value, if you can't find 5, invert the question. What absolutely must not be in my home or about the house so that I'm happy? So first you ask, what do I absolutely, if I'm looking for a life partner, a lover, a husband or a wife, what 5 things absolutely has to be there with them, with us? If you don't know, invert the question. What absolutely must not be there? Absolutely must not be there. And you'll find the values very easily. Anytime you're stuck, reverse the question. Charlie Munger, the great, recently deceased, wonderful man that is the business partner of Warren Buffett and was a self-made multi-billionaire. That's what he always did. He was considered one of the most brilliant businessmen in the world. I study him and watch him all the time. I highly recommend you do the same. You'll find him on Instagram, Charlie Munger. Anyway, you must know what your values are. And then when you're forming a prayer, or you want to design your life, or you want to see me privately, know what those values are, and also know why. We say if the why is strong enough, the how is easy. The why is the big one. How is generally not, as what's his name, Steve Harvey, I like that guy. He says the how isn't even any of your business. The why and the what. What and why. So the what follows the values, and the why is the reasoning. The divine needs to know what the why is, and always be brutally honest with the why, both for yourself and the divine. Extremely important. We call that the honesty, inner integrity. Don't lie to yourself, don't lie to your partner. So the Muhurta has occurred. Everything is different, and it's going to get more different and more different and more different. And prayers will be answered. We don't know when. That's why you don't throw those prayers away. Now, let's go to depth healing. So I've got, I don't know, like something like 700, between 700 and 1,000 people on WhatsApp right now waiting for me to get to them. So I'm trying. What I want you to know, if you see this and you're on WhatsApp, is I'm working at it. Now, Johnny, my admin, he's an IT man. And because of the expansion, he's working on this automated booking system. because we gotta have it. In my old way of doing everything by hand, it won't do it. It's just too slow, and I just can't get to everybody fast enough. So he's making this beautiful system. Now, as I understood him, he's going to try to run a dry run on it today. In any case, it's going to be up soon. And then February is booked, so we're going to be booking March, April, and May. Wait a minute. January, February, March, April, May. Yeah, so the next 3 months. And you'll be able to book with me very easily. And there's going to be 1 hour sessions, and there's going to be 2 hour sessions. The 1 hour session, what is that? Why the difference? A 1 hour session, I never used to do 1 hour sessions, but it's necessary to help more people faster. So in a 1 hour session, that means you have a specific problem in a specific area. So you take relationships, wealth, and health as the 3 big areas. Okay? So if you want a 1 hour, let's say you have a health problem, pain in your back, or a disease, something like that, and it's your health, or you hurt your knee, or you had you're in post-op recovery or something. So you take a 1 hour, and I very acutely work on taking care of that for you. 2 hour sessions are life engineering sessions, like I always used to do. In a 2 hour, we can cover the health, the wealth, and the relationships all in the same 2 hours. Because what we're doing is a horizontal entanglement procedure to move karma, change your life, change life direction, change your circumstances. The 1 hour is a specific healing. If you have a broken heart, you just went through a divorce, somebody just broke your heart, that's a 1 hour session, and I'll handle it. You have a financial ceiling and you've never been able to get past it. Take it on a 1 hour session. Should be able to do it, no problem. You have some kind of big life blockage, family blockages, all kinds of large scale stuff, or you're just so utterly dissatisfied with your life, big giant open end, those are 2 hour sessions. So that's all being arranged at exponential speed. Johnny's been working on it. The other thing I realized is, while you're waiting to get in to see me, because now there's such a high demand, and there's only so many hours in a week, right? So one of the things we're going to do is once a month, I'm going to do on Zoom, a question and answer period. And it'll be run sort of like a raffle. So you'll have this is the way I understand the way Johnny's setting it up. So let's say we got, I don't know how many people, 500,000 people, however many people, and they all have their questions. You can ask any question to me. Doesn't matter to me at all. If I know, I'll tell you. If I don't know, I either know someone who does know, or I'll say nothing I can do for you. So what they'll do is there'll be 10 questions during that hour, and they'll be chosen randomly, and then the person can ask me live, and I'll answer live. It's a great way to, 1, pick my brain, 2, because I'm channeling, the information will be interesting and rare, and it's a way for me to make a relationship with you and be there for you. The other big event is at the full moon every month. So now, because of the size of the people, I don't know how many 100,000 shows. So what Johnny's going to do, We're going to be on live on, I think it's YouTube, Instagram Live, like this, and on Zoom. And so there will be no limitations. There's no possibility that you can't watch. And it'll be during the full moon. And then each month is going to be following the Great Compassionate Light's 10 program model. Because you have 10 programs that control your life. Whether you believe it or not is irrelevant. So the first program is going to be February, Vasanas, the past lives. Next month will be the second program, genetic inheritance, spanning 6 generations. Third month down line, third program, conception to the end of the first 6 hours after you're born. And we're going to go like that. And then there will be 2 prayers. This time, unlike the Muhurta, there will be a theme for the personal prayer. The first month is going to be wealth, your money, your financial stability, financial freedom, your security, based on wealth, on your money, your finances. So there will be a personal prayer for that. And then there will be a collective prayer, and the prayer for this first month will be that all war and all hostility around the globe stops. It's stopped by divine intervention, and it's gone. It's just gone from this world. All war and all hostility, full stop, by divine intervention. Now, because of the size of the collective that is rallying to me, we have, as a collective, that day with the power of the full moon, real power. Because I'm plugged directly into the Great Compassionate Light, and the Great Compassionate Light will be the source of the power for the collective, which makes a morphic field. And my audience is global, so there will be countries all the way around the world participating. And that, folks, that's power. It's power for your personal prayer, and it's power for the world. And I mean it. During the Muhurta, there was some lady, a scientist, she texted Johnny, showed her a graph. Our Seva Muhurta ceremony impacted the resonance, the Schumann resonance of the globe. So that's pretty cool. Now that's not because, it's got nothing to do with me. That's all of us connected through the Great Compassionate Light, the divine itself, amplifying all of this. That's what that is. So I want you to understand the gravity of what we're doing, and we make a real impact. And also, when you participate in the global prayer, I want you to understand that you earn good karma, very good karma. Because I dedicate the full moon event to and for the Golden Age movement, and to the divine. So that is, the blessing comes right back. When you're in that, when you're making the global prayer, you're earning that karma. And that karma is magnified because it's a collective. So all this stuff I'm telling you, this is the real deal, and this is real power. This isn't la la land, and this isn't trivial. It's not a pie in the sky or anything else. All you have to do, anytime you wonder if any of this is real, you just look at me. And all you'll see is one continuous, huge miracle. Because I went from a very angry, dirt poor guy to living in the stream of grace. Once you live in the stream of grace, everything is fine. It's just fine. And when you see me privately, every time you see me, your consciousness will go up. It goes up because of the nature of the work I'm doing. That's what it's designed to do. So when it's knocking out the low frequencies and the negative programming out of your system, that means the system becomes lighter, less dense, more light, higher consciousness. Higher consciousness gives higher health, gives happiness. Everything changes. Everything you're either experiencing or not experiencing is because of your level of consciousness. Everything. Absolutely everything. So I want you to really understand that. Make sure you tie into our website. Johnny updated the website, and so we can do more work. And then the dates, any announcements, how to schedule yourself in, all of that. Johnny posts that all there. And always tie in here to the Instagram, Depth Healing Instagram, because this is where I make my live videos like this. Then they go into the archive, and Johnny is able to use them to make posts and all kinds of things. So look through all those things. We're on YouTube. I know Johnny's got a Depth Healing TikTok and all that stuff. I don't do those things. My job is just taking care of you. I handle my clients. I handle the people. That's my job. And then Johnny is fantastic. He's a one-man army. Okay, so I wanted to give you that. If you're on WhatsApp and you're waiting, please be patient. One way or the other, I'll get to you. It takes time, because I'm treating people actively now, and then I'm trying to situate myself so that I can knock off. But everyone's writing me nice letters and everything, and I gotta go through those. I don't want anyone to feel ignored. Okay, and then the question and answer period will be a great way for you to expand your knowledge that's spanning both science and mysticism. Because mysticism is so far above science, you need a telescope to see it. I mean, it's a completely different world. Now, I am not a mystic. An actual mystic, to have the title of a mystic, is a big deal. And I am not a mystic, but I have access to mystic wisdom through Shriyama Bhagavan. Okay? Don't ever confuse me for a mystic, because I'd love to be a mystic. I hope to be one someday if the divine gives me that rank. But that's a whole other ball game, eh? So until I get a chance to talk to you or see you, God bless you wherever you are. Be patient and identify your values, and then start to make your life reflect your values. If things after the Muhurta are falling apart, things are being rearranged for you. That's all. And whatever was there, it wasn't so good for you. So it's got to go. Okay, that's what's going on. All right, I'll see you all soon. Love you. Bye for now.